Welcome back here to Vegas. We're on the feature court number 2. This is the FIVB Las Vegas 4-Star Open presented by P1440. Men's action here.
One more time.
Yeah, that's right.
Celebrate.
I got my partner Daft Punk with me, Casey Jennings. We got USA versus Germany in round 1 of the elimination. Bergmann Harms from Germany versus Doherty and Allen from the United States, and Germany with the block takes the first point of this match here.
When you see a rally like that on the very first point, it's going to be a long one.
It could be a long one. 2
blocks, 4 digs, and finally a block to put it away.
Big bomb, cross court, Billy Allen. Smooth as you like.
Billy Allen and Ryan Doherty been playing together how long?
They've been playing together this year.
This year they just got together. Gosh, it seems like longer.
Maybe this is year number 2.
They played a lot of tournaments together this year.
And that one goes just long off the bat of Bergmann.
And if I use the owl shoulder statement that Rich gave me yesterday, I just can't let go of, is he tried to turn that ball down the line where Rich was saying that the owl on the shoulder cuff is like the owl's head that can move almost 363 degrees.
Almost 360. You get some good rap when you got that kind of mobility in your wrist.
Oh, I just love it. I love volleyball terms. And I don't know what to call them, nicknames for things, owl shoulders and all that. So I want to fill you guys in out there. When we drop in the owl shoulder, it means that shoulder turns a weird way. It's not necessarily always supposed to turn, but some guys are more flexible than others, have that rotator cuff that spins. Swinging around to the left side.
No touch detected, yeah. That's going to go just long. Bergmann having a little bit of trouble finding the court here early on. Set number 1.
So when somebody passes the ball early in the game and swings around and is trying to do something different, kind of tells me that he's uncomfortable on that right side, or he's uncomfortable with the defense and wants to make you not know his game. I don't know, but either way, or it could be he wants to get comfortable making moves around and keep you thinking. Either way, but he made 2 errors at the start of that, so it made me think he was a little nervous to start the match.
The wind factor, we got a pretty good breeze going now too, so if you're on our right side from our vantage point, the right sider on that side of the court and the left sider on our left side of the court, those are going to be the harder sets to hit because they're kind of blowing away from you as you try and attack. As we see both Germans doing it now.
Yeah, both Germans going to that stronger side, which in California would be strand side. Great cover, man. He had his arm on the ground, and the ball landed right on his arm.
That's right. Harms with a great cover there.
Good team. Have you has your squad played these guys lately?
I have not. They're kind of an up-and-coming German squad. Germany surprisingly deep in the world of beach volleyball.
Oh yeah,
for
they have a great
country
program.
with very few actual beaches.
Gold medalist 2012, Reckerman and Brink. Gold medalist on the women's side 2016 in Rio, Laura Ludwig. Congratulations to her and her new baby and her hubby.
Yeah, Morph.
We miss her. Need you back.
They should be out here pretty soon, right? She and her partner, Kira Walkenhorst, not only the reigning gold medalists, but the reigning world champions, as the world championships will go to Hamburg, Germany next year.
Yeah.
A big event, the winner. Oh, the big fella, Ryan Doherty, going with the Brazilian-style kick attempt. Not surprisingly, not coming up with that.
I like the hustle, though. I thought he had a chance.
I do like the hustle. I'm not so sure what his football prowess is.
Yeah, I seen Jake Gibb throw up a couple. Took him, I think he's 1 of 4.
On 2 attempt wide that time from Bergmann. And we're level at 6. Yeah, the most
7-6. Doherty Allen just picked that one up.
Excuse me. The most notable foot play of late Came from a kind of an exhibition series, the King of the Court it was called, and Alexander Horst of Austria, as Germany gets the block. Maybe some of you have seen it on social media, went all the way to the back banners, and Karate Kid bicycle kicked the ball straight into the tape, and it trickled over for a point in that King of the Court format. That was good times for everybody in attendance there and everybody who's seen it on social media.
He hustled, ran, slid into home plate, kicked the ball backwards. It trickled over the net, and then he went for the Anna Patricia Swagger.
The swag, the NBA double thumb point to the back of his jersey where his name resides. Yeah, in case you were wondering, that's Horst with a capital H.
Check me out. Good bird. Undersized for the game, some would say, but he's been balling for a lot of years and doing really well.
He's a guy who absolutely has the owl head, shoulder, and wrist.
Yeah.
I mean, he can carve up a ball.
Yeah,
loves the grid dog from time to time. You're finding? Okay.
Good bird. Loves the gritties.
It's getting breezy out here, and that, I think, attributes to that service ace by Germany.
Also one of those situations just now, that serve close to the middle, but going to Billy Allen. I like both guys making a verbal commitment. You, mine, I got it, and being loud, so there's no indecisiveness.
Nice move there on the block, Bergmann. And we would think with, I mean, I call that zone one. It's the right corner service line, right? With the server going from that area, that would be Billy Allen's middle as the right side player, would it not?
Yes, for sure. And he's there. It's very quiet. I like being engaged. You know, some guys aren't talkers. You can pay for it. You can pay for not being vocal. You can be super quiet, mellow off the court when you're on the court. I think it's especially those middle balls where the Germans just served 3 of them too. Could be a little cleaner.
I think that's going to be a key for Germany in this match. They traditionally, as a nation, are very good service teams.
They are. Well, I know Brink went into the lab before the 2012 Olympics. We heard that he went in and worked with the mad scientist in Germany that was telling him how and where to hit the ball at the right place. Hence the jump floater that they all use. And only so much information you like to give about that stuff.
They
so
did
like
kind of
to keep
reinvent
those aces in the pocket, Rich.
Yeah, okay. But they did sort of reinvent the way the world approaches the jump float serve, right?
Yes.
Most of the time people were kind of hopping up to the line and
broad jumping.
Broad jumping, and they just went with the parallel. My shoulders, my feet are parallel to the end line. I'm going to throw it up and just kind of almost slap at it.
Yeah.
Right?
They slap it flat. They flat slap it. And, man, it's successful. I mean, they obviously successful in the fact that they won 2012 gold medal on the men's side, and then Laura Ludwig with the same kind of serve in 2016. That serve was lethal, if you remember.
Yeah.
Pinging everywhere off people.
Serve is so important because, to use Carl McGowan and Hugh McCutcheon terminology, it is the only closed-loop motor skill in our sport, meaning we control all the variables.
Now you're talking my language, Fetty.
Right?
Yeah.
We get to control
absolutely.
the toss. We get to control the contact.
So don't be an idiot. You have total control on the toss. You set it up. You set yourself. You get yourself prepared for it. You get to pick where you want to stand along the entire back line. I remember Carl McGowan. I love him. Great lessons. Billy Allen got stuffed on the last play. Goes with a cut shot from the left side and gets another chance here. Going back, cut shot for cut shot.
And the big fella stand and slap. Oh my goodness, that one's allowed to go. Decidedly different hand setting calls or non-calls in this case, in this match, than we saw in the last match.
What do you think? Would you have called that? And how come?
I don't know.
I don't think gutsy.
It was gutsy. It was one of those plays you instinctively want to whistle because it happened so quickly. It was right at his face, but it came out cleanly. So I appreciate the up ref's discretion.
Yeah, I like
this
that
instance.
no call. Because you're thinking, what are you thinking? That ball's too quick coming at you. Don't handset that. And he
did.
Quick release, high above his forehead, and not a lot, no spin really. So I give him credit. Nice play.
And all of a sudden, behind a couple big stuffs from Bergmann and some great defensive plays from Harms, the Germans are out front by 5, 14-9 here, set number 1. Round 1, men's elimination bracket.
I'd like to see Billy Allen and Ryan, when they get those opportunities, continue. Just come in, be aggressive for a little while first, and then you can start chipping it around. I think there's too much peekaboo shooting. And on this surface, defenders are able to move a lot faster, so you're not able to shoot as many balls. I think you got to come in hard, tool the block, or hit around them.
Nice high swing there off the hands. Goes Harms. I'm not entirely sure Harms has done the math on how a hat fits. Every time he passes, that thing flips off. It slowly crept off of his head throughout that rally. Ends up on the sand. Maybe that's the way he likes it. Little distraction to keep him calm.
Yeah, it's like Nomar Parag Garcia fixing his gloves maybe
Yeah.
after every play.
It's a little OCD. Big swing in the angle there for the kill. Ryan Doherty. 10 looking at 15. USA trails by 5 here to Germany. Again, around to the right side is Harms with the slap over the top. Yeah, it seems like the Germans are pretty committed to staying with sets that the wind helps them on rather than hurts them on. Right?
Yeah, and they're really good setters. Which that also creates is the defense has to rotate, and sometimes they'll show you early because they're trying to get set up and restructure the court to a different side hitter when they were ready for it to be a left side hitter. Now he swings around, he's a right side. Let's adjust our defense. Sometimes you could move around and set up too early and give them a wide open court that they can see. That's a good shot by Billy.
Classic Billy Allen right there. Smooth down the line. We'll switch sides. 11 serving 17.
They got to make a move here. They got a good side. I'd go for a tough serve and try to get a couple points here. Start scratching back. Good touch by Doherty.
That's a high shot there, Harms. If I'm the USA, do I set up my defense anticipating them to go around to the other side?
100%. Yeah, for sure. I would set up, I would just expect to, if I'm the defender, the blocker just has to go get to that ball on time. It's the defender really that needs to sit middle and hide, or if he's going to get into the hard angle, make that decision, whatever defense they're running. Just make sure he doesn't bail out the defensive plan too early. Sometimes you want to show a guy that I'm in the angle. I'm over here. I'm on the line. You got it. Bring it.
Yep.
And then it makes them think, oh, I can hit it. And then your blocker takes angle, and they might run to the line, or they might stay there. There's a lot of different styles of defense nowadays than there used to be, because it's just, it has to be. It's more creative, and you got to keep that hitter thinking. I love standing in the angle going, dancing bear, I'm here, and then my blocker closes it off and doubles up, leaving the line completely wide open.
Right.
Good eye.
That's what's great about the show and take defensive model, is you never know if they're going to go show and show all of a sudden.
Right, exactly.
Nice crisp shot there.
Billy had that.
Billy on it. The wind kind of killed it a little bit, and that'll wrap up set number 1 for the Germans. A decisive victory there behind some great block and defense. 21-13 was the score.
One of those situations where the Americans get beat on in the first game, very well could come back and win the second game. The Germans let off the gas, and the Americans kind of get warmed up, get comfortable with the wind and what they want to do, how they want to play their D and their side-out game. This second game can be totally different. Germans could lose 21-13, and Billy and Ryan be right back in it in the third game. Let's see what happens, how they respond.
We talked about the Theo Brunner corollary early this morning. It almost came to be in the USA versus Canada match first thing in the morning, but the Canadians were able to dodge that bullet with a 24-22 victory in set number 2. Let's see if the Americans can bounce back. Just dig harms and put away to save the point.
Is corollary a word that you picked up over there in Tustin, or is that a BYU?
I don't know.
Grad pick.
You know what? Unfortunately,
Coagula.
I didn't do my due diligence as a student at BYU, so I don't know if I picked it up there.
Mom did well.
Mom did well. Mom was an English teacher. Mom really focused on education a lot, and so my grammar's usually relatively tight. I have uncles that like to belittle me with large words, so I tried to pick up
corollary. Thanks, Mom. So, honey, Richard, I think you could lose the mohawk, but keep using those words. You're doing great.
The haircut and the toenail paint are definitely decisions Mom's not in total agreement with.
She knows the big picture.
Wow. Nice play by Harms there, being the low man.
Not sure. Doherty looking for a net there, or what happened there, but good heads-up play by the Germans, jousting at the net with the 7-footer, pushing it through. Not easy, and then getting rewarded again with Trickler. Canyon Seaman's favorite kind of serve.
Trickler? Everybody loves it when it goes in favor of you, right?
Yeah, Canyon cannot stand that. He'd always yell out, "St. John!" Because St. John, I guess, helped promote that rule. So Canyon would always cuss him on the court.
He would curse his name at the occurrence of every Trickler.
Yeah. Frickin' St. John. Billy Allen Ryan hanging in there 3-3. Billy with a great dig. Got it.
Oh, yeah, that was way.
Oh, yeah, he got it. As the crowd says, oh, yeah, that was way in. Way to pick the corner.
Nice dig.
Billy
Enthusiastic fan support out here.
Yeah, there's some fire coming in, I'm telling you. Gotta mic him up.
Nice spear, Billy Allen. Oh, wow, a couple great high swings there that time by Bergmann.
Doherty a little early because that ball's coming over his shoulder. Had a hard time timing it. I think if he would have got set and been able to maximize that length, he might have stuffed that ball. But good hit.
Now, you talked yesterday about fearing smaller blockers more because of their ability to be deceptive, more so than bigger blockers. And I think sometimes that's something Doherty suffers from a little bit by nature of himself being 7'1". He can be easily by attackers, right?
Did I say fear?
No, I think you said healthy respect or something like that.
No, yeah, for sure. Doherty, he could literally stand there sometimes and take away angles. I mean, how difficult would that be for somebody that, you know, you could jump and get up over the net, but that's just something that's tough as a big blocker. You want to get up, reach over the net, get as high as you can so you can still get shots, but be on time to where the offense cannot see where you're at. Because everybody's big and physical and could go up and over you to a certain degree.
Right.
You just can't bail them out by showing them that snapshot too early.
Interesting there, the Germans choosing to receive and then stay on their chosen sides rather than running around the back like we've seen. If that is indeed entirely based on the wind, they're making some nice adjustments because the wind's calmed down just a little bit here in this second set, has it not, Casey?
Yeah, it's back and forth.
So
you get nice breeze coming through and then it kind of dies down, yeah.
The Germans very aware of everything that's going on and making adjustments accordingly.
Line!
Very technical.
Yeah.
As we call them, Z Germans.
The Germans.
Z Germans. They make a nice defensive play there to take a 1-point lead. 7 looking at 6 here. They took the first set 21-13 here. This is feature court number 2, men's elimination rounds. Round 1, USA versus Germany. Another chance for Germany. Oh, that one. Oh, boy.
Come on.
Easy chance for the United States, but a great play by Bergmann to stay with that play.
Just not getting the breaks that you think that, you know, it's going to be USA conversion to get that point, but the Germans keep fighting and hanging in there.
I kind of find that particular play fascinating, where you get the overpass. You almost let off the gas because it seems like it's just a free point.
Right.
And you don't do quite as much as you should.
For sure.
You really have to be hyper aware and finish that well. Otherwise, a little bit of effort, as Bergmann showed, can send you packing.
You slow down for a minute, you give that blocker an extra, Rich would say, nanosecond to get to the net and stuff it. Corollary nanosecond.
Not to be confused with microseconds and so forth.
Yeah, and so forth. Margie Walsh, Carrie's mom, out there cruising around the venue.
In the house, excited about her daughter and Brooke Sweat advancing to the elimination rounds later this afternoon. That draw is to be forthcoming here pretty soon. We'll have matchups and first round matches on the women's side soon after these men's matches here. So that was questionable as well.
He got it out quick, but he's falling backwards. Ball came out spinning. I call that one.
I think that one should be called as well because, as you mentioned, the falling backward element of that means that it's coming off the hands at 2 separate times, I feel like.
Where if he stopped and balanced and walks into it and he flicks it that fast and it spins with the same, I let it go.
Yeah.
You're nice
Agreed.
and balanced. You're facing, clean set, but don't do that. Don't test me.
Don't test me.
All right.
This is going to hurt me a lot more than it's going to hurt you to call this.
And there's that wind. As you see, you can just tell when it's windy here and when it's not by watching the Germans, whether they stay on that side or not.
Is it possible that they have an internal German version of Randy Stoklos giving them meteorological updates in their ear?
They might have the balloon meter in the ear. Stokey's giving updates.
I think I figured out what it may be as we go into the technical timeout with Harm's hat situation. He likes to keep the lid with the bangs coming out the front.
Oh, yeah. The flowing lettuce wraps
The
out the
flowing
side.
lettuce wraps, little P.F. Chang's chicken lettuce wrap right out the front. And sometimes the lettuce wraps can get a little wild, flip that hat right off at the top of your dome.
Well, yeah, it's a loose fit. You want to, because you got to let that hair breathe and the wind's hitting it. Absolutely.
Bergmann looking kind of like Ralph, from Sound of Music. The love interest of Liesel. I am 16 going on 17.
Wait, say that again. Which movie have I seen?
The Sound of Music? Come on. You've seen The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews.
Oh,
Hills
yeah,
Are
yeah,
Alive.
the old one. The
Yeah,
old
yeah.
one. I'm thinking, because I have kids, I'm thinking that there's a new one. But
Remember the soldier that the
Oh,
oldest
yeah.
daughter's in love with, and they got, he kind of looks like.
Let's pull him up here. we're creating nicknames on the fly. Stick around.
You are 16, going on 17.
Uh-oh. Now, that said, I'm going to give a little bit more leniency to he's facing, but I did that.
Got a little deep for your liking, that one?
Just a little chowdery off one hand and the other, and then he threw it off the net 10 feet when he wanted to set it at 5 feet, you know?
Right.
Where Billy Allen just throwing the bouteille, the butter.
And look out below.
The butter.
Okay, arm staying in it, though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Those are your favorite digs ever. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hit me. Then you dig it with nobody up, and then you give him a little pokey down the line.
If you're practicing in the field house and you dig a ball with a wide open net, Carl McGowan waddles over with his little hand extended and gives you a little high five like this, and he says, "Nice play, young man."
Love that guy.
Ooh, right off the sunglasses. Doherty does a nice job to stay in that play. That doesn't feel good, and his sunglasses are no longer on his face. Nice swing by Harms to put it away off the top of his hands, though.
Doherty just seemed a little early on that one, too. Not getting the touch at the max jump. It's kind of coming down, and then Bergmann hitting off the top of him.
That's a
Good blocker.
Yeah, really good blocker. I think we're a little bit thrown off because Ryan Doherty is so tall. Bergmann is a big boy.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. Let's
6'8"?
not forget about that. He's a 6'8" minimum, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't tell sometimes.
Yeah, there's not a ton of disparity between himself and his partner, though, but because I
Right.
think Harms is about a 6'5" clip, too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a big defender.
Yeah, he's. You know what? The Germans on the men and women's side have always been good blockers, too.
Yep.
It's two things. Technically sound on blocking and serving.
That is a great look at some excellent footwork right there. He stepped close to that thing, turned it across his body.
Here we go now.
You can say it, Rich. You can call Yahtzee. We're in Vegas.
Yahtzee?
Turn down the line with the Yahtzee.
I like to say it like, Geeter always used to go, dare I say, Yahtzee.
Geet, you're coming out here. Come on, bud. Let's get you out to Vegas. You've been here before. Got Billy Allen back to serve. Big side switch.
That's going to be
Tight
tight.
set.
Yes.
Oh.
And Doherty keeps it on their side. They never bring it back.
Let's go now. Come on.
Nice
Really
block.
nice play to keep that alive by Harms, but Bergmann tried to get a little too cute with the underhanded knuckle. Americans back to within 1. 14 looking at 15 here, set number 2.
No.
There's a
And that
set
one.
off the net.
Okay.
It's interesting because Harms not running around to the right side there. Probably difficult to do on the short serve.
Nice job.
So a nice little tactical switch up by the Americans. Giving the Germans some trouble here. Levels the second set at 15. And the Germans will think it over.
Good job by Billy and Doherty staying in it, siding out, chipping away. Now we're 15 all tied up. Anybody's game, 6 more points away from game 2. We could be going game 3.
To the tune of 16 going on 17. We have 15, they have 15. What are we going to do?
Pull up your song. Rich Lamborn talking about the sound of music.
The hills are alive.
Probably wouldn't expect that today.
Doe a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun.
A drop of golden sun reminds me of the Outsiders.
The Outsiders.
Stay gold.
Pony boy.
Pony boy.
Another good deep serve. This time around to the right. And again, off the dome of.
Look, he's going to tell him sorry now, but really, no. Really,
That's twice.
Sorry about that. Doherty doesn't even pay mind to it. Now, I'm not looking at you because you know why? Doesn't feel good. Hit me in the face with the ball.
One of the drawbacks of being that tall is your head is up over the net, which means it's in the danger zone.
But Doherty also tends to lift his chin up and look up. I would like to, for safety reasons, him to drop that chin and look up with his eyes. Physically keep his chin down, might protect him, but then you got your glasses in the way. That's where Phil Delhauser gets the blood on the nose.
Oh! Block, Ryan Doherty right on cue.
Says, no, tired of getting hit in the face. I'm going to stuff you in your face.
Close the hands up a little bit.
Yep.
Gets the block. 17-16 now.
That's what you got to do, big fella. Get mean up there. Now they're off. I might let him get out of there.
Those are always frustrating for both players, but particularly the defender, right? When you've read the shot and you're right there and the blocker just swats it away from you.
Deflects it out of your way where you're out of touch from the ball. You can't get to it.
Nice shot.
There's a nice shot. Billy been hitting a couple, slicing and dicing. Now he has the line shot.
That's the classic Billy Allen right there. Smoothest line shot in the game this side of Casey Jennings.
Owl shoulder?
That's pretty, I don't know, that's a pretty standard shoulder. He's got great mechanics. Just the regular bald eagle shoulder. Another chance for Doherty here. And that goes high off the top.
High off the top of Doherty, 18 all. I'm surprised Billy Allen hasn't started talking smack. He tends to get real loud, boisterous on some of these guys.
Real blabbermouth, that Billy Allen.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Right here now. Let's go.
Just kidding. Mild-tempered killer, we call him.
Tough set there. That's one of the most difficult things in beach volleyball, I think, Casey Jennings, because you're so capable of killing that ball if you come up with the right shot, but do you want to try and bite off more than you can chew in that instance, or just trust your defense?
Yeah, you're threading the needle there late in the game. Lot of not pressure to put that ball away. Yeah, just a tough play, you know. He went for it. He very well could have maybe killed it, but I think you're right. If you can rewind and go back, definitely you want to, you know.
Easy for us to say when we see that he missed the shot. Had he come up with the cut shot, we would have applauded his precision.
You want to keep that ball in. You want to try to kill it. There's no time to think. You got to go for what's happening at that moment.
Yep.
It's a soft, you know, it's a 16 and the dealer's got a 10. You want to hit that, but you know, you stay. Dealer gets a 5, and you end up going, if I could go back, I'd take that
Right.
5 if I could.
I'd play by the book, you know, like it. The book exists for a reason.
Well,
I like to call
book,
it.
Rich. I like to burn that book.
You like to burn that book?
I don't believe in that book.
I like to call it, to quote the great Andy McGuire, whack-a-mole broadcasting. If you make a mistake, I go, hey, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
It's really insightful, and another tough chance for the Americans. Good serve from Harms, and Bergmann takes care of it at the net, and all of a sudden we're at match point here for the young German team.
And the German fans come in with the whoop whoop.
That may be a nod to the owl shoulder, right? That might have been a hoop.
Now the ref doesn't call that, and
which I think is proper, certainly on match point, and he's let a couple others go that were.
Yeah, he set the standard early.
Yep.
Tough set.
Unless it's egregious, I'm a fan of letting them play. Unless you're playing my team, and then I want everything you touch with your hands called. And that touches Ryan Doherty on his way out.
Nice match.
The Germans will take this match in straight sets, 21-13, 21-19. Really a great performance start to finish against a really, really good American squad of Billy Allen, Ryan Doherty. So the Germans will move on to round 2. The Americans will finish in a 17th place here in Las Vegas. Casey Jennings, your thoughts on this match?
Just a little more energy out of the Americans, I think, could have got them on a roll. Maybe they did get on a roll, and then just a little more energy and talk. A little more
Okay.
dialogue might have saved a point or two, or a good pass, changing from a unsure if I'm getting this ball. But overall, they played good. I think that the Germans just they had a great match. They did a good job. They were consistent. They were swinging around back, and they were just siding out at a high level.
Yeah, we saw the Germans do a nice job of kind of constantly adjusting their game based on the conditions, based on what they were seeing on the American side of the net, right? And maybe that was the difference, their ability to adapt real time.
Yeah.
So well done by the Germans. Congratulations on a good tournament to the American squad. Casey, I believe this wraps up our day up here in the booth. Or do we have one more?
Right to the blackjack tables.
Yes, right to
we're
the
gonna go
tables.
watch my wife play. We've got a lot more matches coming up. I think that we're going to change shifts. If not, you'll be lucky enough to have Rich Lamborn and Casey Jennings back on the mic.
You'll be treated to the sultry sounds of our voices yet again.
Good morning, Instagram. We'll see you guys in a little while. If not, we'll see you. We'll be on air tomorrow. Check in, stick around, come down if you're local, drive in if you're in Southern California or anywhere close, get down here. We still got a lot of volleyball and a lot of fun stuff to do here on site.
And if you can't make it, the P1440 app has all the live streams. You can check in there. If you don't get me and Casey, you'll get someone almost as good as we are. And there's lots of great action, especially as this tournament progresses into the elimination rounds. Check it out, won't you?
Peace. Beijos.